Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, most merciful, I am Dr. Asrar Ahmed and it's my lecture number 4 with reference to the reaction dynamics. Dear students, this lecture is related with the third order reaction and today now we will study about third order reactions, the examples of third order reaction, then we will derive a rate constant expression for this kinetics results and units of the rate constant. Dear students, third order reaction is defined as the reaction in which the sum of exponents of the concentration of reactants in the rate law is equal to 3. The reaction in which the sum of the exponents of the concentrations of reactants in the rate law is equal to 3. That reaction will be called third order reaction. There are so many examples, but the most important example of third order reaction is the reaction between nitric oxide and hydrogen to produce nitrogen and water. Dear students, if you see this reaction, then according to stoichiometry, 2 moles of nitric oxide when they react with 2 mole of hydrogen, then nitrogen gas 1 mole and 2 mole of water are produced. Apparently, it looks that the order of reaction should be equal to 4, 2 plus 2 equal to 4. But when we experimentally find out the order of this reaction, then we come to know that actually only 1 mole of hydrogen is involved during the collision with 2 mole of nitric oxide. So the order of reaction for this reaction is 3, not 4, because when we apply the rate law for this type of reaction, then the rate of reaction will be equal to rate constant K into active mass of hydrogen into active mass of nitric oxide raised to power 2. Dear students, third order reaction is not so simple as you understand, because there are 4 types of the third order reaction. So we can categorize as following. Third order reaction when the initial concentration of all the reactant is same. Second category, when the initial concentration of 2 reactants is same and that of the third one is different. Third category, when only 2 reactants are involved. And the last category, when the initial concentration of all the reactant is different. So we will study them one by one in the upcoming lectures. So in brief, you can say that third order reaction is a reaction in which the sum of the exponent of the concentrations of reactants in the rate law is equal to 3, and the most important example is the reaction between nitric oxide and hydrogen gas to produce nitrogen gas and water. Because apparently this reaction looks that the order of reaction is 4, but in actual practice this reaction is third order reaction. And the most important point to be remembered is that the maximum order of reaction that has to be found up till now is only 3. Order of reaction cannot be more than 3. Up till now, how many reactions we have studied, the order of reaction has gone maximum up to 3. With reference to category, third order reaction may be categorized into 4 types when the initial concentration of all reactant is same. Number 2, when the initial concentration of two reactant is same and that of the third one is different. Number 3, when only 2 reactants are involved. Number 3, when the initial concentration of all the reactant is different. Dear students, now in this lecture, first we will try to understand third order reaction when the concentration of all reactant is same. This is the first category when the initial concentration of all the reactant is same. Dear students, to understand the kinetics of such type of reaction, we consider that we have 3 reactants. One of the reactant is A, second reactant is B, and the third reactant is C. We also further suppose that when time was 0 second, then we have A mole of the reactant A mole of reactant B, and A mole of reactant C. Here you can see that we have taken A mole of 3 reactants because the initial concentration of all the reactant is same here. So we are representing the concentration of A, B and C reactant with A mole. And when the time was 0 second, then at 0 time, the concentration of product was also 0. But when some time is passed, after few seconds, after few minutes, after few hours, when time is equal to t second, what happened? Then X mole of the products have been produced. Obviously, this X mole of the products have been produced from the reactant ABC. So the remaining concentration of reactant A after time t will be A minus X. And the concentration of reactant B after time t will also be equal to A minus X. And similarly, the concentration of reactant C after time t second will also be equal to A minus X. When we apply rate law for such type of reactions, then we find that dx over dt, it means rate of reaction, a rate law, is equal to rate constant K into active mass of A into active mass of B into active mass of C. Since the active mass or the molar concentration of reactant A is A minus X, reactant B is also A minus X, and for reactant C, the concentration is A minus X. So we can write this equation dx over dt is equal to K into A minus X into A minus X into A minus X. When we simplify this equation, then we get that dx over dt is equal to rate constant K into A minus X cube. Cube because here reactants are 3. This is a differential rate equation for third order reaction. So the procedure which we applied same in the second order reaction when the initial concentration of reactant was same, we will also apply the same procedure here, but that after separating variables, we will integrate this equation. So this equation where concentration is also in the left hand side and in the right hand side, what we did, we take this concentration x and a minus x in the left hand side and time on the right hand side. So after separating the variable, because with the change in time, concentration x is also changed. So this equation will become sine of integration into dx over a minus x cube is equal to rate constant k into sine of integration into dt. Or you can write this equation according to rules of integration. Negative sine of integration into a minus x cube into minus 1 into dx is equal to k into sine of integration into dt. This is the mathematical integrated form of this above equation. When we applied further power rule to this equation, then this equation became minus into a minus x raised to power minus 3 plus 1 divided by minus 3 plus 1 is equal to kt plus c. Or by further simplifying this equation, we get 1 over 2 into a minus x square is equal to kt plus c. Here a minus x was raised to power minus 2. So when we put it in the denominator, this minus 2 changed into plus 2. So the equation 5.20 became 1 over 2 into a minus x square is equal to kt plus c. In this equation 5.20, A is the initial concentration of reactant either for A, B or C. X is the concentration of the product. K is the rate constant, T is the time, and C is the integration constant. Dear students, if you remember, when we started the reaction, then we take these two conditions. When time was equal to 0 second, then x was equal to 0. So if we apply these two conditions on equation 5.20, then here x will be equal to 0 and here time will be equal to 0. So this equation 5.20 will become c is equal to 1 over 2a square. Dear students, now we will put this value of c 1 over 2a square into equation 5.20. So if you compare this equation and this equation, this portion which I am showing with my cursor is the same as it is here. But the difference is here the value of c is 1 plus 2a square. So when we put the value of c 1 over 2a square into equation 5.20, we got the equation 1 over 2 into a minus x square is equal to kt plus 1 over 2a square. Now this equation can be written as, now what we will do, we will multiply both sides of this equation with 2. When we will multiply this equation with 2, then this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled out and here kt will be multiplied with 2. So this equation became 1 over a minus x square is equal to 2kt plus 1 over a square. So this is the equation of straight line in the intercept form and this equation is 5.21. So when we plot a graph between here time and 1 over a minus x square, then we will get a straight line. So this equation can be written as 1 over 2 into a minus x square minus 1 over 2a square is equal to kt. If you see this equation, this is the plus 1 over a square, and here it is equal to 1 over 2a square. So if we further solve the equation 5.21, then what will we do? We will take the LCM of these denominators. The LCM is equal to 2a square into a minus x raised to power 2, and in the numerator it will be a square minus into a minus x square is equal to kt. If you take the or you apply the algebraic rule to this formula, that is a minus x square, then we get the value a square minus x square plus 2ax. So by opening this formula, we got the equation a square minus into a square plus x square minus 2ax divided by 2a square into a minus x square is equal to rate constant k into t. So this is a simple mathematical rule. If there is negative sign before a small bracket, then the signs inside the bracket, they will be reversed. So here we rewrite the equation with changing the sign. So the equation will be a square minus x square plus 2ax. Here you can compare the both equation. Here a is positive, here a square is negative. In this equation, x square is positive, while here x square is negative. Here 2ax is negative, and here 2ax is positive. So the equation we got a square minus x square plus 2ax divided by 2a square into a minus x square is equal to rate constant k into t. Very simple. This a square will be cancelled out with this a square, and the equation remaining will be x into 2a minus x divided by 2a square into a minus x square is equal to k. Dear students, here 2a square is in the numerator. Now multiply both these sides of the equation with 2a square. This will be cancelled, and this kt will be multiplied with 2a square. So we got equation 5.22, and according to 5.22, the equation will be x into 2a minus x divided by a minus x square is equal to 2a square into kt. Dear students, from this equation 5.22, we can obtain following results. Number 1, this is equation of straight line passing through the origin. Secondly, the plot of x into 2a minus x over a minus x square versus time will give you a straight line, and the slope of the straight line will be given by equal to 2a square into k. And for the unit of rate constant, this equation 5.22 can be rearranged as following: that rate constant k is equal to 1 over 2 into a square into t into x into 2a minus x divided by a minus x square. So when we take the concentration of A in mole per decimeter cube, time in second, then we can apply the terms in this equation as following: that 1 into mole per decimeter cube into mole per decimeter cube divided by mole per decimeter cube and raised to power 2 into second into mole per decimeter cube raised to power 2. So when we will simplify these units, then ultimately we will get the unit for the rate constant K or decimeter cube raised to power 6 per mole square per second. Dear students, this was the rate constant determination or the kinetics of the third order reaction when the initial concentration of all reactants are same. So for few minutes I will repeat the lecture so that you understand it again. Dear students, the main point of the third order reaction which are to be remembered that in a third order reaction the sum of exponents of the concentration of reactants in the rate law is equal to 3, and the most important example of the third order reaction is 2NO plus 2H2 gives us N2 plus 2H2O. Apparently, this reaction looks that the order of this reaction should be equal to 4, but in actual practice, by experimentally found value, the order of this reaction is 3 because the rate for this reaction is equal to rate constant K into active mass of hydrogen into active mass of nitric oxide raised to power 2. So the sum of the exponent here are 1 plus 2. So the order of this reaction should be equal to 3. With reference to the categories, there are 4 categories of the third order reaction. Number 1, when the initial concentration of all reactants is same. Number 2, when the initial concentration of two reactant is same and that of the third reactant is different. Third option, when only two reactants are involved. And number 3, when the initial concentration of all the reactant is different. Dear students, if we study only today, when the initial concentration of all the reactant is same, then by applying the simplest formula that the three reactants A, B, C react with each other to produce some product, and the initial concentration of all three reactants are A mole per decimeter cube, and after time t second the remaining concentration will be A minus X of all reactants. So by applying the rate law, dx over dt is equal to k into active mass of ABC, and by applying molar concentration, we will write this equation dx over dt, that means rate of reaction is equal to rate constant k into A minus x into A minus x into A minus x, or simply rate of reaction for such type of reaction will be rate constant k into A minus x cube. Dear students, the remaining procedure is same as you have studied in the second order reaction when the initial concentration of A and B was same. But if you apply the same mathematical procedure here, the difference will be that in second order reaction there were only two reactants A and B, while in this reaction the reactants are A, B and C. So when you solve the equation and by integrating after separating the variables, you get equation 5.20, 1 over 2 into A minus x square is equal to kt plus c. Then applying the initial condition when time was equal to 0, then x was also equal to 0. When we put these values in equation 5.20, then we get the value of c, that is equal to 1 over 2a square. When we put this value of c back into equation 5.20, we get 1 over 2 into a minus x square is equal to kt plus 1 over 2a square. Dear students, after rearranging the equation, we will apply simple mathematical tool just like taking the LCM, then taking the algebraic formula that a minus b square is equal to a square minus b square, minus a square plus b square minus 2ab. So here x is taken instead of b. So the a minus x square formula will be taken as a square plus x square minus 2ax. By further solving or further simplifying the equation, we will write finally find the value 5.22, that is x into 2a minus x over a minus x square is equal to 2a square kt. From this equation, we will be able to find the unit of rate constant k, and according to the unit for the rate constant k, we will find the units of the rate constant k for third order reaction when initial concentration of all reactants are same, then decimeter cube raised to power 6 per mole square per mole per second. So the units are decimeter cube dm raised to power 6 per mole square per second. Dear students, hopefully, you have got the idea that the kinetics of the third order reaction when the initial concentration of reactant is same. It is very much similar to the same topic which you have studied with the second order reaction when the initial concentration of reactants are same. At the end, thank you very much. टेक केयर ऑफ़ योर सेल्फ और इस दुआ के साथ कि अल्लाह ताला आपके लिए आसानियाँ पैदा करे और आपके लिए खुशियाँ अल्लाह ताला आपको अता फरमाए। थैंक यू वेरी मच। बहुत शुक्रिया।